Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream.
I pause for 1 second, and you just have to jump
First
in with
mistake.
that.
I mean, it's 1 second too long.
I know.
I'm so excited. I can't hold it
I'm
in.
trying to finagle with a bunch of things. Anyway, we're here with Gamebound Dungeon World, and we are going to be in a world where dungeons exist. That's our jam today. So we have Ingram, Ariel, and Asari, and they are going to go on an adventure. So I think the basic gist of the story, or this kind of setup for this, is going to be Asari obviously has been kind of tracking down more about the Jackal Hypersmiths, and so she has recruited Ariel and Ingram to help her delve a dungeon that is rumored to hold the secrets of their secrets that can reveal more about the Jackal Hypersmiths, because apparently, Isari, you got word of some sort of ancient civilization, ancient proto-elf civilization that had some sort of mythology about the Jackal Hypersmiths, or maybe foretold their coming 1,000 years ago or something like that. And this is some sort of ancient temple or ruin of some sort of structure that could hold secrets to help us stop them. So that's what you're doing. So we find the three of them in front of basically it's what amounts to you're in this ruined settlement of one sort or another. Some kind of ruined walls. All the roofs are gone on these buildings. But there are a few remaining walls, and you guys have kind of just searched around the settlement. There's not a whole lot in the actual settlement itself. It's long been scavenged by looters. But Asari, led by the voices of the trapped Jackal Hypersmiths in her heirloom weapon, which is called End's Fall, by the way. And I'm trying to remember what it is exactly.
It's an axe.
It's an axe, okay. It is an axe that is well crafted and glows in the presence of dwarves.
It used to, but now it glows in the presence of the...
Oh, that's true. You changed it.
Because it used to be called dwarves. Or I had a previous axe that was called.
Yeah. Now it glows in the presence of Jackal Hypersmiths. And that also contains the spirits of Jackal Hypersmith.
How is that spelled? Could you put that in the chat?
I never attempted.
I think I just attempted for the first time to spell it. Contains the spirits of Jackal Hypersmith oracles. So I believe it is spelled.
Did you find this somewhere, or
No, I think it was, I don't know if I made it up or Peyton made it up. We played a game of Dungeon World a long time ago, and that's what came from it. Yeah, Jackal Hypersmiths.
Why does that sound like something from a musical or something?
because
Jekyll and Hyde is probably what it sounds
no,
like.
that's not what it is.
No, it's not. No,
Alyssa, Alyssa, I'll send you a snap because it's going through my head. But okay, I don't want to sit.
I'm pretty positive I know what it is, but
I'll send you what it is so I don't ruin it for Caleb, because I keep hearing it every time he says it.
I don't know why I play role-playing games with you guys. I'm just kidding. It's also ornate. End's Fall. I literally can't ever name anything without something like this happening.
Yeah, that's true.
I should just name everything its actual name, just English words. That's it. Yeah, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yes, that's it.
Is that is it?
John Jacob Jackal
Hypersmith.
That's literally what I was thinking of.
I want to make that canon that's an old song
gosh,
in this world.
So yeah, every time you've said that, that's just been what's going in my head.
Yeah.
Me too.
Now I wish I'd saved that snap.
That's funny. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, you have that magic weapon and whatnot, and yeah, led by the oracles that you've trapped in your weapon, they lead you to a particular building, and we see you hold up your axe to basically like the ground, like the rubbled floor of this old building. It used to be some sort of domed structure, probably, but it's long since fallen apart. You hold your axe aloft, and it glows purple, and then green, and then red, and then white, and then the bottom of the floor kind of starts to just like disintegrate, and a stairway appears down into the darkness. And one of the Jackal Hypersmiths says, "There you go. You're welcome. Will you free us now?"
I don't remember ever promising such thing.
"One of these days, halfling. One of these days we will break free, and when we do, you will pay." And then the other one says, "Yes, you will pay dearly with your life and your soul."
He just ignores them.
Yeah. You're the only one who hears these voices. Question: do you, Ariel and or Ingram, know about the Jackal Hypersmith that you have trapped in your weapon?
Yeah, probably. Because otherwise it'd be pretty suspicious where she was getting the information and like where to go
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's no
okay.
reason to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think, what was I gonna say? Oh, I guess the question is, or I was gonna say yes. I think that Ingram and Ariel know at the very least as much as you do about the Jackal Hypersmiths at this point, right? You've filled them in on the general happenings of what's going on. I guess my question really is, Ingram and Ariel, what is your reason for coming on this mission? Did she pay you?
No. I know that Sari is having an important role, and you know my character. I'm all about becoming more powerful, essentially. So I'm like, well, if she's important, then I want to be near her because I want to be important and I want power. So I'm just going to stick around with her and see what happens, basically.
Sure. Sounds good.
I don't know how it would have necessarily been dragged into this. I
don't know.
Maybe I just kind of stumbled upon them and just kind of joined them because I wasn't doing anything else.
Sure. Okay. So to begin, let's do this, shall we? Ingram, beginning of each session, the GM will ask you something about your homeland, why you left, or what you left behind. If you answer them, mark XP. So my question for you is, why did you leave? Basically, and more specifically, did you leave on good terms, bad terms? Do you agree with your tribe's philosophy? Do you disagree? What's the main thrust of that?
Okay, I was thinking of an actual reason, but then I thought of something that was funnier, and I think I'm gonna go with that.
Sure.
I didn't exactly leave. It's just I kind of lost them. I was in the forest, and I found this bird here. I call him Tweetums, and I found him, and I was with him, and then I couldn't find everyone else. I've been looking for him, and I've been around quite a bit. I've been doing odd jobs around here, trying to find them, but I don't know where they are. If you've seen them, let me know, because I don't know where they are. I also don't know what accent that was, but
it was an accent.
Mm-hmm. It's just giant talk.
That's racist. We obviously, your look is shrouded eyes, mighty thews, unmarred by decoration, and weather inappropriate clothes. Ariel, what's the weather like today?
I mark a single XP.
Yeah.
Today is a very light drizzle.
Okay. Ingram, why are your clothes inappropriate for the rain today?
I take what I can get. I got this heavy cloak on me. Found it on this guy. Nearly scared it out of him, to be honest. He kind of left it behind. I was just trying to say hi. But he left it, so I took it, and I've been wearing it for the past few months. Hasn't been winter for quite some time, but it fits sort of. I mean, it has a few rips in it here and there, but Tweetums likes the coverage.
So what exactly is this clothing?
It's a winter cloak.
Okay.
And I found someone, scared him away. He left it behind. I'm like, I'll take it.
Okay.
So he's overdressed.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think let's say this. Let's say that this is you've traveled quite a bit, and we're kind of like in a semi-tropical region right now. So it's lightly drizzling because it's sort of the rainforest, and Ingram is definitely not dressed appropriately for this weather. Your sweat is probably just as prevalent as the rain. So cool. So real quick, Ariel, and we'll start with Ariel. What is your look again here?
My look is I have haunted eyes, wild hair, stylish robe, and a thin body.
Sounds good. Cool.
And Taco Bell.
And then Asari.
I have eager eyes, wild hair, tanned skin, and a lithe body.
Very nice. Cool. And Asari, you are carrying your axe, and what else do you have in terms of... You have chainmail as well. Okay, cool. Cool, yeah. So, y'all are looking at this stair into the ruin. What do you do?
Like stare?
Yeah, so basically Asari held up her magic axe, and it glowed several different colors, and then part of the floor of this ancient ruined dome disintegrated and revealed a creepy staircase down into the darkness. And you both are, I assume, behind her, and have watched her do this. What do you do?
Yeah. I'd just be like, well, that's neat.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, just starts slowly walking down.
Yeah.
Is it dark down there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you said her axe is glowing now?
No, it was glowing because it was doing some sort of magical thing, and then it stopped glowing.
Okay. Could I cast light?
Cast light? Yeah, of course.
I'll cast it on her, or I don't know if she wants it on her axe or not, but
Yeah, let's double check to make sure that's...
Why don't you axe her?
works. Yeah, item and touch. Okay, perfect. Yeah, up to you. What do you want to touch?
because I don't. Does an elf have dark vision?
Um,
Who would need it? I guess is really the question.
I guess they don't because there are no
There's
mechanics
no
on
mechanics
that.
for that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well then, I'll just anything Asari wants me since she's the one leading it. So whatever you want me to touch, I'll touch.
I don't know.
Just be like a necklace or something you have maybe, or I don't know.
I think I have a shield on me, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So I guess that.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Then I'll just touch the shield, give her some light.
Cool. All right, roll whatever the spell roll is. Yeah, cast a spell.
There it is.
There you go.
Yep.
Perfect.
Got it.
Successfully cast, and you do not forget the spell. You may cast it again later.
Sweet.
Cool. Yep. Everything goes well. I mean, you're good at intelligence, so makes sense. Cool. So, Ingram, what is your kind of reaction to all of this? Tweetum's, is has landed on your shoulder.
Oh, he's in a little cage at my side. I thought.
Okay. No, you didn't say that.
Oh, sorry. He's in a little cage that I keep attached to my belt.
Okay.
It keeps him from flying away.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's scary down there. Just thinking of something like, I'm strong. I can do this. Let's follow him. But he goes behind him, wishing wishing his sword was glowing. He's like,
yeah. So Ingram, it's definitely really tight in the corridor
Mm-hmm.
for you, but you manage it well enough. You can
Okay.
move slightly. Yeah, so you go down the stairs a little while, and then you reach basically this archway, and it has engraved upon it various proto-elf things. I guess like arcane symbols, and it doesn't look like what you would expect elven architecture to look like today, certainly. It looks way more arcane and magic oriented than like nature oriented. And most of the elf tribes that exist today are nature oriented in one fashion or another. But yeah, arcane symbols etched in this archway, and then beyond it is a small circular chamber, and then another staircase going into the darkness, going down another flight. There's some sort of significance
that
to this room.
there's like engravings on the wall about like these elves.
On the archway and they're probably the room itself.
But I like try to like do like the spout lore move to like learn more about it since I'm an elf and whatnot.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Could I get any modifiers since I'm an elf?
I don't think so. Not automatically. I mean, if you had taken that other move that gives you a +1 on stuff, then that would count here. But I don't think you automatically get a +1 in this situation because they're proto-elves. It's a very different culture and civilization. This would be like, telling a what would it be? Telling a modern day Hispanic person, hey, can you read these ancient Mesoamerican writings? And you'd be like, no. Do you just expect me to?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. 10.
There you go. Perfect. The GM will tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. So, yeah, when you consult your accumulated knowledge about something. So you're just kind of like studying the runes, and you just want to know what they say, what they mean.
Yeah, like what story are they telling?
Okay, that's a good question for sure. So I think they are primarily telling you that this is beyond this. There are several kind of uses for this dungeon beyond. It's like a multi-use kind of area. Basically, it says there are some tombs here. There's a mine here beyond. There is a city. If you go deep enough, there's like some sort of like a lost city, underground city there. There's some sort of symbol that means something along the lines of like, okay, like a machine room or a water boiler room or something like that, but you don't know exactly like what kind of machine it could be referring to. And lastly, it says there is magic beyond. Lots of magic in all different varieties. And from your kind of just reading, a lot of this is just more like hieroglyphic stuff. So it's like symbols that have direct meanings rather than like forming a sentence. And from what you can read, it sounds like the stuff should still be active, and especially given the fact that Isari's magic axe just disintegrated this whole.
It's like
there's obviously
secret tunnel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's obviously some sort of magic still at play here, and who knows what traps or things might still be active. You might as well just assume they all are. But you have a basic understanding too of like any further runes that you can see, so you can take a +1 forward whenever you're looking at any of the other runes beyond. But it's kind of like it's not quite a map so much as a table of contents. But that's like, kind of what it is.
This is what lies ahead.
Exactly. We don't know, and we're not going to tell you where it lies, but
Right.
Yeah, there's no map or anything, but Yeah.
So
So
basically,
basically,
I'm
it's
just like, so this is what's down here. Probably, I mean, I'm sure you already guessed, but magic is obviously still at play here, and it's saying there's even more below. So just be ready.
yeah.
I know
So
you're
Ariel,
not one for magic, sorry.
Oh, it's a bone.
Nor are you, Ingram.
As long as I can hit with my sword, I don't care.
Well, sometimes magic requires more use of the mind than it does a sword.
So I headbutt them.
And then it just keeps walking.
So Ariel, how do you know the runes? Did you like legit do study on this? Like, did you go away from the last time you had this Jackal Hybersmith stuff come up and just be like, oh, okay, I gotta know more?
Obviously, because I want to
Yeah.
know what's going on. And, well, because I also got that boon from the druids, right? Which I don't remember exactly what blessing they gave me, but I said I wanted power. And so I'm assuming that, like, I spent the next year just kind of like doing research on this, and that's how I probably got my vision of Asari later
Yeah.
on. Like I've just been like studying and doing research like on
Sure.
my own
Yeah.
about
That makes
this.
sense.
So
Yeah, I mean, I think like the boon of power was at the very least given to you by that level up, but possibly more. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, you guys, do you go beyond into the room?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, we can do that.
Okay. How are you entering the room exactly? What's the situation?
I could cast
Are you-
I could cast unseen servant and have him walk ahead of us in case there's traps. I don't know if he weighs anything though. If he'd be able to like trigger.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. You conjure a simple, invisible construct that can do nothing but carry items.
Right.
That's all it says.
So he can
for
carry
that stuff.
something, but it doesn't say that he necessarily weighs anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It
mean-
appears to float in the air.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that might not really help us then in
No.
that case.
You also have the skill the
Detect
spell
magic.
detect magic.
I do. That's a cantrip for
Mm-hmm.
me. So that means I can just cast it, right? If it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Basically, cantrips are more about always having them prepared than it is about
Oh,
them counting for.
got it. Yeah, I can cast detect magic.
Yeah. So go ahead and click cast a spell.
Okay. Oof.
Okay, 8, 7, 9. Choose one of those options there.
Okay, cast a spell, but you choose one. Well, if I choose the third one, technically I guess I can't pick the third one, right? Because it's a cantrip, right?
You can, because you can forget cantrips, but you always start with them prepared.
Ah, got it.
You, basically, you automatically prepare all the cantrips that you have whenever you prepare spells, but you can forget them.
You know what? Let's just draw unwelcome attention and put yourself in a spot. Why not?
Oh.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I don't want to forget a spell.
Yeah. Real quick, before we go any further, let's choose quickly. You can prepare 2 of your first level spells. Which
Okay.
ones do you have prepared? You have Magic Missile, Telepathy, Charm Person, Cause Fear, and Invisibility.
Invisibility. And cause fear.
Okay, sounds good. So we know that for
I
later.
think. Yeah. Let me look at. Yeah, we'll say that.
Cool. Ooh, you have a bag of books
I do.
that have 5 uses. You can use that to get a +1 on a roll.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay,
Do I
yeah,
have
so
to
I
say
think-
that before the roll or after the roll?
Before the roll, because it's +1 forward. So.
Oh, got it. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. So you draw unwelcome attention, and I think that what that means is you cast the spell, but you can feel, Ariel, like it's very obvious that not only is this place magical, the magic itself knows and feels.
Oof.
So you have drawn
that's
its
terrible.
attention.
Oh, great.
The magic in this place is less spells cast on various things and more a magic that exists everywhere and kind of has like a living force to it. So
So you're saying it's the Force.
saying it's alive,
So it's the Force.
not necessarily. I mean, the force is more impersonal than this is. This is obviously something that's like, whether or not it actually has like a form and it just kind of spreads out, or if it's literally just this invisible force, unsure, but there's a presence here, certainly. And you have drawn its attention, so.
Great.
Yep.
Well, whatever this magic is, this magic knows we're here.
Great.
My dog
I
is
say
barking
we
like
move
crazy.
quickly.
Hey, stop it.
Oh wait, okay. So it's like, come on,
Ingram's gonna say, but how did it see us? It's dark. Did they see the light?
It can feel us.
I don't feel it. Did it touch me?
It's invisible, Ingram.
Well, I still didn't feel anything.
sorry, I'm having a bit too much.
No,
fun
you're
with
fine.
that.
I'm gonna read the detect magic here. One of your senses is briefly attuned to magic. The GM will tell you what here is magical. Okay. The floor is magical. Of this circular room ahead. If you step on it without the proper, like, I don't know, you have to do something to mitigate this, but you will fall through the floor.
Okay, so I like grab Asari's like armor and like pull her back and is like,
Yeah.
if you step on that floor, you're gonna fall.
Oh, so the floor
He steps
touched us.
Okay. But I can't see, like, I can't tell, like, based on the magic, like, what I have to do.
It's sort of
mitigate.
unclear. I mean, there's a lot of magic, but you know for sure the floor, or at least part of the floor, is magical.
Okay. So if we go on the floor, we're gonna fall to our dooms. So we gotta figure out a
So that
way
to your
to...
dooms, you're gonna fall.
Well, I mean, we're gonna fall.
You're gonna fall, and into an unknown variable. Yes,
So to
Very
our
well
dooms,
be our doom.
probably.
it very well be your doom. Yeah. Wouldn't that be
so-
funny if I just put like a death trap right at the first?
Huh,
First
and you're dead.
So funny.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. So just like we gotta find out a way to like mitigate this somehow. Any ideas? Maybe we could like throw something on the floor and see like what parts fall.
Mhm.
Anybody have anything?
Thing I want to throw.
My little Tweetums can fly. He could touch the floor and fly away, but I don't want to hurt Tweetums.
It's like, he's like, they're gonna help, but I don't want to hurt my bird.
Yeah. I don't know if you actually have control over your bird either. You do have it in a cage for a reason.
Yeah, that's very true. But he doesn't. He
Oh, yeah.
he probably knows. Actually, he probably knows at least that much.
Yeah.
With the light, how far into this room can we see?
Pretty much just the room itself, and then you can see that there are stairs. It's like a circular room. It's not super big, and then at the opposite end of the room there is stairs going down further into something.
Is there anything else in the room?
Just
Or
arcane
empty?
markings and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could examine the room more closely. You could throw something on it. I mean, Asari, I don't know about Ariel, but I know Asari at least has an adventuring
Yeah,
gear, and
that's
you could
what
just
it
pull
is.
out something with one of those 5 uses that you could just throw.
Yeah.
You could have like caltrops, like a bag of little spikes,
or just
spiky
ball
things.
bearings so we don't step on them. I guess we step on both and it'd be bad.
Yeah. But like you could have, that's like a classic adventuring gear thing. Just have like a bag of caltrops, and then you could throw them across the room, and then some of them might fall into the floor, and some of them wouldn't.
That.
Yeah, that'd be one idea. Okay. I think I want to have you roll for this. Would you roll? What is it? Defy danger with dexterity. That's a failure. So I think what you do is you throw the caltrops, and yeah, this is fun. Okay. You throw the caltrops, and the entire room, like the floor of the entire room, drops. And it's more like it gets sucked away by something. Like, it almost looks like it's being vacuumed down. And stretched out. And all the caltrops go with it. But then the stairs that you were on suddenly just retract. And, like, I guess it's maybe you're not on stairs exactly, but whatever the corridor that you're in right next to the room, it, like, shifts and, like, starts to pour you into the floorless room. Seems like the dungeon itself is, like, attacking you. Yeah. And Ariel, I think you get the sense from that like, the entity, or whatever it is, was, like, felt cheated. Because it's like, oh, no, you can't just do that. Like, there was, like, a whole clever... like thing you had to figure out here, and instead you're just cheating, and now you're just gonna die.
Now, is this entity named Caleb?
If Caleb is an ancient proto-elf name, then very possibly. Ariel could tell you more.
I think Caleb is a great name for this entity.
Okay.
Or possibly Karen. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Both very viable proto-elf names, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Carly threw the stuff on there, and now the entity's angry because it's like, no, you figured out my trap, and that's not how you're supposed to figure out the trap. You're supposed to read the ruins or something or whatever. Yeah. And so now it's like starting to like crack where we are too.
No, basically what it did is the whole floor of that circular room fell in, and then the corridor that you were in suddenly like shifts upwards, and so you're now like going down a chute into the floorless room.
I have an idea. I don't know if I can use the thing I thought I could though. So my love for you is like a truck. I thought when you originally said it was someone you want to impress, but it says someone you have impressed. So since I haven't impressed anyone yet, can I not use that? Or would it even help right now?
Let me roll, or let me look at it real quick. Again.
What is the okay?
It's when you perform a feat of strength, name someone present whom you have impressed by the feat of strength, and take +1 forward.
I don't. Oh, okay. This probably not going to apply here, but I have an idea of something I could do. Mm-hmm. Essentially, what is the floor? Is it like stone?
Yeah.
Okay, that might not help then. I was essentially going to try and stab my sword into the floor and hold on to it, but
probably won't work.
Doesn't look like it's gonna work. So never mind. I
mean, there's still an archway that's between you and the room. Like, you could try to brace yourself against the corridor, or you could. Yeah, there's several things.
I could try. How about I try and grab the two and brace against the archway?
Yeah, I mean, you're almost big enough to you just touch all four parts of the corridor anyway, right? You're so big that it's like really tight for you. You can literally just try to grab them.
Oh, so we're like in a corridor. Okay, sorry. I thought we were like
basically
in a room.
Yeah, no. So the room was beyond you, and you were trying to like examine it to see if if there would be a trap or something. Asari threw caltrops in there. The whole floor of that room fell in, and now the corridor that you were in right next to the room is tipping and pouring you into it.
So essentially, I'll push them out of the way and try and like brace against so we can hold it, so we don't fall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what would that be?
That's a defy danger with strength.
Can I use
Where's
aid?
defy danger?
Oh, you didn't get the basic moves.
I was like, I don't see that anywhere.
Yeah. Let me open this up real quick.
Oh, I don't think I rolled right then.
It's
'Cause I
fine. I mean,
just
it's the
rolled
same. It's the
dexterity.
same roll. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because I mean, the worst thing that can happen is the thing that's already going to happen. The way I see it, hopefully, we're already going to fall in there. Might as well try not to fall in there.
Yeah. Throw these in there quick. There's defy danger.
Oh, there's a lot of things in here I didn't have before.
Yep.
Uh,
All the basic moves.
so defying danger would be the thing I want to be doing here then.
Yep.
So how do I roll it?
So you should just be able to click on the name, and you're going to defy danger with strength.
Okay.
you
Is 8 good?
8 is so remember the 2d6 on this is 10 plus is an unmitigated success. 7 and 9 is a mitigated success, and 6 minus is a failure.
Okay.
So 7 and 9 is like a success with complication. So you stumble, hesitate, or flinch, the GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Okay.
You can save one of them, but not both. Or you can get both of them to like grab onto the edge of the archway, and you yourself will fall. One of you is going in there no matter what.
I think it probably makes more sense for him to sacrifice himself because let's face it, it wouldn't be a one shot if my character didn't die. But I think it's probably what happens. Probably what happens is he goes to like brace himself and get them to grab onto it, but then in doing it, he's got and slips and falls.
Sure.
Because the other option would be he tries to save both of them and one just falls through, and that would be
You do that thing that the airplanes tell you not to do, which is to help your children first before putting
Right.
in your own.
Exactly, and I fall. I have a -1 to intelligence, so.
So basically, what happens? You try to get them to brace against the side of the corridor, and you yourself just end up falling into the.
I was thinking like I brace myself so they can have time to hold on, but I don't
Right.
brace myself well enough. And
that makes sense. Yeah, and so Ariel and Isar are basically hanging from the archway on either side, into the gape, dangling from the gaping maw, and Ingram, you fall down.
I mean,
and,
it's better than what would have happened if I hadn't. So,
So you fall for a ways, and then you hit. Yeah, you hit with a thud. Ooh, that was bad. You take 9 damage. And crash into the darkness. You definitely crash into stone. You hear frantic tweeting from the cage. I assume
Someone's
you're
on Twitter.
clutching it.
it's on my. I mean, it's on my belt, so I probably did actually grab it and like try and make sure Tweedums.
Yeah. But yeah, Tweedums is frantically tweeting, crazed. What is happening? But yeah, you're in darkness, but you're alive, and you hurt, but you're in some sort of other room.
So I'm like just like holding Tweedums, like it's okay. No, like are you okay, Tweedums? You okay? It doesn't seem to calm down, but I'm like okay.
No.
It's still tweeting.
Yeah, exactly. So Ariel and Isari, after a moment, the corridor rights itself, and you manage to pull yourselves up back into the corridor. The floor
Is lava.
comes back up and reconstitutes itself, almost like a puzzle piece being put together. And Ariel, you notice at that point that, you might notice something. Would you roll discern realities for me?
Am I still there?
Sure thing.
No.
Okay.
No, yeah,
Okay.
you're down.
I'm
I get to
somewhat
roll that with intelligence now, correct? With my
Yes.
Logical.
Yep,
Sweet.
exactly.
A 9. Oh,
Okay.
dang it! I should have done a. Should have used one of my books.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
Okay, you can ask me one question.
Um. Well, I'm not going to ask who's really in control here because I think we know the answer to that question. Me, of course.
Me. Karen.
What is about to happen?
What is about to happen? Okay. Basically, what's about to happen is you're going to continue almost falling into this pit until you figure out a way across. I mean, that doesn't really.
We did. We cheated the system, but we did it.
Basically, it's like I think you get the feeling based on the reaction of the thing that there is a way to get across here, and it's not by throwing caltrips.
Not
like
the way
it's
I
almost
took
as
either.
if, and you're starting to get to feel, Ariel, that there is like a puzzle to
Right.
be had, and maybe everything in this whole thing is going to be a puzzle, right? But like there's a mind behind this dungeon, and it either wants things to be done a certain way because it's like really anal that way, and it's like, no, that you have to do it this certain way, or it just wants more fun. Like it's, you go either way on it. Either it's childish.
Oh, no, I think
or
it's definitely the second one because that's how my brain works. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, you are so manipulative.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
let's play, fool. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, this floor isn't gonna let us pass unless we play by its rules and its game. So we'll have to worry about Ingram later, I think.
It's so dark, though. He's just sitting there, Dream, like,
Am I
hello? Hello?
Exactly.
Well, I guess I would like to try to read like the runes again to like see if like I can figure out the clue or the puzzle because you said that there's more on the walls, right?
There's more on the walls, and then I think one of the main things you notice, Ariel, is that when the floor reconstituted itself, it did it as like individual like square blocks, and it's harder to tell, and maybe it's easier to tell now, but it was harder to tell before because there's so much dust and like grime or whatever else. But since it seems like the floor has been somewhat cleaned by its like reconstitution, and it's easier to see that there might be a pattern to these blocks.
Okay. I mean, is it like a discernible pattern that I could like really look at, or would I need to read the
There would
runes?
be a roll, yeah.
Okay. Let me see here.
Probably be a spout lore.
Probably, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that, and I'll use one of my books for that. So just add a +1 to whatever I roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I
There you
didn't need it, but it's all right.
GM will tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. So you know, Ariel, that the Proto-Elves really did like puzzles. I mean, that was one of their main things. And this is a common, like, floor puzzle. Like, I mean, and for us as player knowledge, like, this is like every floor puzzle in every video game ever. You have to step on the right blocks in the right order, in the right pattern to get across safely. And Ariel,
Well,
you have a pretty good
I knew
guess as to what
that.
that
I
is.
wanted to
Yeah.
know what the pattern is.
Yeah, and you have a pretty good guess at what that is.
Okay, cool.
But I think you know that like the pattern is just weird enough that it's kind of difficult to step across the right block. So it's like going to take some sort of like dexterity, something like probably defy danger with dexterity, to like get across. And it's almost like a twister puzzle, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have a terrible dexterity score, so this isn't going to go well. Can I also infer by this that if one of us crosses fine, that it would be solved and then the rest of us could go across maybe? Like maybe like one of us gets across and then like it's like they do something and it's solved and then the floor like neutralizes sort of a thing.
You think that might be the case, yes, but maybe only for a short period of time.
Great. So I tell her to go.
What's your dexterity? I have 0.
0.
Oh, fun.
How,
Okay.
how did I have the wait? No. How did I have the most dexterity? Wait. Why does my dexterity score say 12, but the dex say 1? So you say 0.
Because the modifiers work differently in this.
Okay.
We all have the same dexterity then? We all have 0?
I guess so. We all have 0.
13 goes up to 1. 12 is 0.
Well, then I guess, I mean, since I know the puzzle, I guess I have to go. Unless you want to volunteer yourself.
And you could also just try explaining it to her.
Right. But then I feel like that would be.
Or you could go first and I could watch where you step.
Right.
Yeah, there are a couple ways to do it here. I think either way there's going to be 2 rolls, right? The actual dexterity of it, and then whoever else needs to get across or whatever. Or, yeah, if Asari went across, then Ariel, you would have to make some sort of roll to, like, explain it to her.
Right.
Because it's complicated enough that it would be kind of difficult to...
I feel like Ariel would just be like, all right, you go. I'll explain
Okay.
where to step.
Okay,
She
so
like
yeah,
kind
unless-
of side eyes her, but she steps up to go anyway.
I mean, yeah, unless you protest, like, that's going to be Ariel's suggestion. She's all about
yeah.
self-preservation here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ariel, you definitely are still evil, and your XP trigger for your alignment is use magic to cause terror and fear. So there is that still to consider.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, are you good? No, you're neutral.
Neutral.
Defeat a worthy opponent. Okay, sounds good.
Um,
But yeah, so Ariel, if you want to go ahead and do Defy Danger with... or actually, no, what it would be is...
aid or intervene.
Well...
Because I'm trying to help her get across.
Yeah, but
right?
that's if she could do it without your explanation.
Okay.
I don't know. I could see it going either way. Let's do aid or interfere. I think... So, Izari, you roll, and it's possible that Ariel explains it just fine and doesn't need to... Basically, I think this is going to be is, because you succeeded, Ariel, Izari can just make the roll, but if she gets lower than a 10, you can use aid or interfere to help her. So, I think I'll give you that. Yeah, that'll be fine.
So I'm rolling...
Defy danger with dexterity.
Defy danger with dexterity.
Yep. Yeah, okay, so unfortunately, aid or interfere in this instance only gives you a +1. So no matter what, you're getting a 7 to 9. If you want to, Ariel, I will let you roll Defy Danger with intelligence, and the success can be she gets across completely. But the failure would be you expose yourself to danger here. Because basically what's going to happen is if Asari just takes it as it is, something will happen and she'll have to maybe roll again or whatever else. But if you want to defy danger yourself and risk being part of her failure, you could attempt to give her an unmitigated success. You're muted if you're trying to say something.
Sorry, I was just saying, I want to do that as a player. I don't think Ariel wants to do that. Mm-hmm. That's really the thing.
Sure.
But you said I could do it with intelligence, though, and I mean, that would give me a +2 to the roll. So, I mean, that gives me hope that it would at least, like, it would probably go well, but I don't know if I also worry, though, that, Carly, I'm going to make it worse for you.
Is it also possible? Yeah.
Because, like, sometimes that's just how it goes.
Ariel, actually, something to consider. You know what? I'll tell you what the worst outcome will be. If Isari just gets an 8, that means that she gets across, but you have to make the whole thing yourself. There's not a period of like acceptance where you
Then
can
I'll
just
just
run
do
across.
this then, because at least with this, I'm doing my intelligence rather than
Yeah.
dexterity. So, okay, I'll do that. Okay, so defy danger with intelligence.
Mhm.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
There you go. Perfect. Yep. So what happens is Asari, you explain it to Asari just perfectly. Asari is dexterous enough to make it across, and there is a period very shortly of, acceptance where as she steps on each of these blocks, they glow white or whatever, right? And when she gets across, they all turn like green, and then you can run across really quickly
Green
before
light!
they like go back to exactly before they go back to their original color. So yeah, you guys get across just fine. And you continue down the stairs to another place.
Oh,
So
man, I kind of wish I had prepared telepathy today,
yeah,
because then I could telepathically talk to the
exactly,
floor.
yeah.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Or you could telepathically talk to Ingram, which is what I thought you were about to say.
Me too.
No, you have to touch it in order to be able to do that. I
Oh,
think.
I see. I
With
got it.
telepathy, yeah.
That's fair, I guess.
Got it. You form
Yeah.
a telepathic bond with a single person you touch.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. So going to Ingram. Ingram, you find yourself in the dark. What do you do?
Hello.
Ingram, so I'll stand up slowly, being like, not sure where the floor even is, especially after it kind of leaped out from underneath me.
Yeah. You are standing on the floor, and it does not seem to be falling.
Okay, he's gonna kind of take his sword and go. He's gonna put Tweetum's back on his belt.
Put Tweetum's back on the belt.
And just kind of go around, like with his sword, and just kind of wave it around as he's walking.
Feel yourself around.
Trying
yeah.
to walk.
Wait. No, he's like, okay, I just got to go back the way I came. He goes, wait, but that was that way. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
what he would do. He's like,
And I think what you do, Ingram, is when you put your sword up, I mean, you're a tall dude and you have a tall sword, so you literally like just poke the ceiling with your sword.
oh.
So it's like it is like you're in a room that is closed off.
So she's like, wait, but that was ting that way.
Exactly, yeah. Now, if you want to, you could do defy danger with wisdom and try to like make your way out of the room without like running into something or hurting yourself.
I have a -1 to wisdom, but is my other option just to sit here and wait?
I mean, you would just walk forward or walk in a random direction, but either way, you're probably making a roll.
Okay.
Like,
And it would be which one?
it would be defy danger with wisdom.
Oh, also, do I get anything for my love for you as like a truck for having or did I fail that feat of strength?
You didn't fail. You had a mitigated success, so you can choose either Ariel or
Now,
Isari.
what is a parlay?
Parley is diplomacy with someone. So technically, I'll let you choose three options: Ariel, Isari, or Karen. The Force.
I'll go with the magic because right now I was thinking the magic touched me.
Yeah, exactly. Right, like you impressed the magical force in this place with your feat of strength.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll do the. Which one was it? Did you say?
Defy danger with wisdom.
So I'm probably just gonna end up getting more lost here. This is what happened. This is why Ingram's on his own with tweet.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So I'll roll it again. It's just in character for him.
Perfect.
4.
Yeah, that's a failure.
You don't say.
So, I need to pop open the GM moves here. So you... No, I don't want... that. Here we go. GM moves. Here we go. I am going to. Okay, so you manage to find your way out of the room. So there is like a corridor that like leads somewhere, but it's actually, at least you think it's a corridor, and it actually ends up being more stairs, and you actually end up falling down them with a sword in your hand. So that's fun.
I'm gonna stupid myself to death.
Man, you take 7 more damage.
Caleb, I'm at like 8 health.
I know. This is I'm rolling a dice that has a lot of different variable numbers, but I keep rolling the high versions. Yeah, so you very much hurt yourself, not only by falling down the stairs, but probably stabbing yourself with your giant sword. And you get down to this is just a comedy now, a slapstick comedy.
Comedy of errors.
Yeah, exactly. You fall
It's like
down.
we're both up there having like a serious adventure, and then
Yeah.
Ingram is just down there having a comedy.
Exactly, yeah. So you fall down the stairs, you make it into some other corridor, you're groaning, you're bleeding, and that's when you realize that, and maybe you like put one hand out to like rest it on, to like lift yourself up, and you realize you're next to some sort of metal or stone slab that's like comes up off the ground, and you touch it, and then suddenly like the top of it like rolls away, and your hand goes inside of whatever this stone slab is, and you feel something dusty and hard, and some sort of like undead thing comes out of a tomb right next to you in the dark and attacks you. You've awakened something. And let me find.
I'm gonna die before I get to do anything.
Let's find something fun for you to fight. Is there a better thing than undead thing than a skeleton? Skeletons are basic.
Basic white skeletons.
He's a basic white skeleton. That's good. That's good. Ooh. Interesting.
An excited Caleb is a scared Seth.
But is that too much?
I have 7 health.
There's all sorts of fun things in here.
This is not comforting, Caleb.
I know. That's why I'm saying it. Maybe we'll go with this thing. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, this thing crawls out of the tomb and tries to stab you. No, tries to crush you. You feel yourself suddenly being wrapped by chains, and it's trying to just like, with inhuman strength, crush you by just like wrapping the chain around you and then just pulling, like, so the chain is just constricting you. Would you roll Defy Danger with whatever you are using to escape? How are you trying to not be attacked or, damaged by this thing?
Probably with my strength, because could I use my Herculean appetites of power over others to use that to do that instead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll then manually and do a d6 plus a d8. So /r space
Yeah, I got
1d6 plus 1d8,
1d8.
and then plus your strength, so 2. Okay, yeah. I mean, even with that, you didn't quite get the success you wanted, but you got close enough.
And the d6 is bigger than the d8, so what's that mean again?
Oh, yeah. That means the GM will also introduce a complication or danger that comes about due to your heedless pursuits. So...
It literally would have been better if I had just not used this.
Let's see. What do I want to happen? Does Ingram... Okay, I know what happened. So you managed to... I mean, this thing is trying to wrap these chains around you. You're a big guy. You just beast your way out of it. The chains fall off. It's obviously there in the dark next to you, hissing, just kind of like your teeth chattering together. You're sure it's some sort of skeleton, something of some kind, has chains. But I think what happens is your strength. I mean, you don't know your own strength. And so you burst free from these chains and, rise up. And your sword, which you still have in your hand, as you're going up, stabs into something in the ceiling. And you hear a rumble. And something else happens. Let me just double
I'm
check
sorry,
what that
guys.
is.
I'm just making things worse for everybody, it seems.
Oh, no, it's great. It's just a one-shot. Who cares? Have fun with it.
Things are supposed to go really wrong in one
It's
shot.
like, come on! Can I have one? Can I have one shot where my character doesn't die a gruesome death?
So I think what you do is you stab up into the ceiling, and you're not entirely sure what you stabbed into, but coming from the ceiling, a bunch of gross things fall on you, skittering insects of some sort, and they're also on fire.
So there's light at
least. You can see now, yeah, but a bunch of like beetles that are on fire fall from the ceiling as a swarm and are now like attacking you. And you see in front of you there's basically some sort of thing that looks like a big ol' like hunched over skeleton with a bunch of chains and horrible teeth and horns. And it's crawled out of this tomb. Also in the room you see a some sort of like arcane looking doorway on the other side of the room. But yeah, you take some damage.
Great. Am I dead?
No, just 2 damage as the beetles fall on you. And
You say it that like that's not a quarter of the health I had left.
well, what do you do?
So there's the hallway and then there's the door.
So there are stairs leading back up to the room you were in. You are on the like west side of the room, and there is like a tomb, like a casket thing, stone tomb, in the center of the floor here, and this chain devil skeleton thing came out of it. Also, the ceiling is pouring forth fire beetles.
Okay, question. Is this like D&D where if I run, I'll get an attack of opportunity on me?
Nope.
Okay.
No, that can just be the action. You'll have to roll to do it, to like escape them, but you're not just gonna automatically get a hit.
I think then I am just going to try and book it up the stairs because I'm
Back up to the room you're in.
yeah. I think that's
Just a reminder, there's also that arcane doorway on the eastern side of this room.
I can't go through a magic door. I'm stupid.
Okay, all right. Okay.
He's not going through that anyway.
So what is your exact like intent here? What do you want to try to do?
Try and get back to my friends because I hope one of them have a way to heal me.
But basically just like run up the stairs and go back to the room you're in
Yes.
and escape these things that are
Escape
attacking
the
you.
things that are attacking me.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like you're doing defy danger with, I don't know, dexterity.
Constitution?
Well, so
What would
let's see the wording here. I would say it's dex because it's by getting out of the way.
I'm gonna die. Okay, defy danger with dexterity. My
There you go.
gosh. Something bad's still gonna happen because it's a 9. I'm rolling. Actually, no, that was actually a decent roll. It's just the fact that this is 0, so I can't
Yeah.
roll. Okay.
So I think you can do that. I mean, really, yeah, you can do it. The only bad thing about it is the fact that you have nowhere else to go. So you get up to the top of the room, and they're just coming after you. I mean, there's nowhere else for you to go. You're just in an unmarked room now.
Oh, I thought you said it was where I was before, though.
No, you were before when you fell.
Oh, wait. I thought what you said before. I thought you meant
So-
it's where I was before, as in like when up to the room that I was in before I fell.
No. So basically, you fell into a room. You found your way out of the room by going down some stairs. You found yourself in another room. And then you ran back up to the room you're in.
Sorry, I misunderstood. I was distracted by the fact that I was getting hit. Maybe I will run towards the arcane door and say like, there's no other option.
Yeah. So maybe you try to maybe what happens is, just for humor's sake, you run up to that original room and then you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Like I have nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
And so we see you run back down, and then
You get the side view of me running past the skeleton.
exactly, and like the chained skeleton and the fire beetles almost just like look at you weirdly as you run by them, as because they were coming back at you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you just run straight towards the arcane door.
Yeah. I don't know anything
Okay.
else to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the as you step closer to it, it starts to like glow blue and crackle with electricity. And then this portal opens up in the wall. Do you just run through it?
Sure, whatever.
Awesome.
Ingram's scared.
Cool. Sounds good.
This'll be good. Now he's going
Yeah.
through a portal.
Exactly.
This is how he got lost in the first place.
I'm just gonna laugh because somehow he's gonna end up like 2 rooms ahead of us. We're gonna have to solve like all these puzzles. Then he's gonna be like, "What took you guys so long?"
Yeah, exactly. So Ariel and Isari, you make your way down the stairs, and you find yourself at an intersection. There, you can go to your left, and you can go like straight.
What way does
To your
the
left, there is
floor
another
want me-
archway.
What way does the floor want me to go?
You don't know.
Well, what does my heart tell me with the floor?
I don't know. Yeah, basically the only distinguishing feature is forward. I mean, there's nothing. To the left, there is another archway with ruins on it. Leads further into some other room.
And then to the right, there's what?
And then forward, there's nothing. It's just a corridor. A
Oh,
blank
so it's
corridor.
forward or left?
Forward or left, yep.
So quarter or runes? I'm like, what do you want to do?
Gets you are the de facto leader of this little expedition.
I guess I pull out my axe and ask it where we should go.
Okay.
You want to
Yeah.
ask it a question?
Yeah.
Ask it a question?
I made that joke earlier already.
My gosh. Let's see. Sorry. Yeah, you want to roll your heirloom roll there? Yeah. It's that move called heirloom. Okay. 6. All right. GM gives you an insight relating to this current situation and might ask you some questions in return. But a 6. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's a failure.
Wow.
I didn't even really think about that. Perfect. Let's see what I want to do.
Things you never want to hear a DM say.
Okay, so I think what happens is you ask this question. What do you ask specifically?
Which way do we go?
Which way do you go to do what? What do you seek?
The Holy Grail.
What is your quest?
What is your favorite color?
I mean, where are we trying to get? Like,
You're trying to find more knowledge about the Jackal Hypersmiths, really.
yeah, right.
And whose name are their name too?
Oh my.
I guess she just says 2 more information.
More information, you say? We give you one more chance, Isari. Release us.
No thanks.
Otherwise, we can give you more information.
Fine, I'll just do it without you then.
You say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they say, like, very well, Isari. We will give you information. And the other one says, yes, much information. And then your brain is suddenly flooded
Oh no.
by...
But you said this wasn't going to be a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing unless you roll a 6.
Your brain,
That's how the game works.
your brain fills with show tunes.
No, basically what happens is you start reliving the Halfling Dwarf War.
Oh, great. PTSD.
So this is... Yeah, exactly. This is the... Isari fought in a war against the dwarves. The Halflings and the dwarves had a brutal war with each other at some point in the past here. And Isari, it's almost like the oracles found a way to connect to your brain and supplement it with the intense knowledge that they have about halflings and dwarves when they came here to like scout the world. And they basically just force you through like a magical crack to just start reliving your war days. And so from here on out until you get this fixed, you're gonna basically be a schizophrenic. Like you're gonna see things that aren't there because you're also like reliving the war that you went through at the same time you're like walking around doing stuff. So for right now, basically what happens is you see 3 dwarves surrounding you. They're holding axes, and their axes are glowing purple, and your axe is dark. And they, one of them I think says to you, "Oh, what's this? A tiny little girl, all alone."
I mean, I swing my axe at it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you just end up flailing wildly
Yeah.
and being distracted by this. And Ariel, you just see her suddenly attack the air. What do you do? You're muted. You're muted, Alyssa, if you're trying to say stuff.
Oh, sorry. I was like,
No, you're fine.
sorry. He's typing very loudly, and so I'm like,
You're good, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I love you too, honey. don't know what to do. I'm just like, Karen, what did you do? I don't know if I have any spells that can like help her out. Let me see. I mean, I don't know. Just like, what is happening? I mean, do I still have detect magic on? How long does that last?
It's like a particular thing.
Oh, okay. You're
Like once at a time sort of thing.
okay, got it. I don't know. I don't know what I do. What do I do?
I mean, you just grab her.
Yeah,
That's
what are you
well,
doing?
she might start swinging at me.
That's
and
fair.
I ain't
That's
all
fair.
about that.
You can also just let
More
her.
like I would probably just be like, is she like saying? Are you saying anything? Sorry.
Probably just yelling frustratedly.
Yeah, it looks like she's having an imaginary battle with something that you either can't see or doesn't exist.
I mean, I would like to try to like calm her down without touching her. Just be like,
Yeah.
Sorry, like, what are you doing? Like, stop. There's nothing there.
Yeah, roll defy danger with charisma.
Okay. A 9.
Okay. Yeah, I think the only way. Okay, so I could give you a choice here, but I also don't have to. So I think what I'm going to do is, what happens is Isari does swing at you. Like she mistakes you for one of the dwarves and
Right,
just
'cause I
attacks
say
you.
something and she hears
Yeah. And so go ahead and roll your damage, Asari. But once she like actually like hits you or misses or whatever, right? Like she'll come to herself. So you can just click damage, Asari, and it will roll it. Okay, so yeah, you take six hit points.
Well, do we
six
see if
points
it
of
actually
damage.
hits me or not?
No, because that's just going to be the failure
That's just
of
the failure,
of the
okay.
roll. Yeah, you just take damage.
Great.
And so, sorry, you attack Ariel, and you cut her. You slash her across the stomach or the chest or the shoulder or whatever, and then you come to yourself. You see that it wasn't a dwarf after all. All the other dwarves are gone for now, and you've just attacked Ariel.
I mean, she frantically apologizes and it's like, I don't know what I was doing.
Just like, what the? What did I? Okay. What did you see?
Dwarfs.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not much for them either, so I don't really.
Don't really blame you.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and take a healing potion while I'm at it, I guess.
Sure, yeah, you have some.
I have some. So I could just go ahead and take back my. Oh wait, that's only 6 hit points though. Is that really worth it? Because it just says that you get 10.
You just get 10.
Yeah. Heal
Nice.
yourself of 10 damage, or remove
Yeah,
one.
might not be worth it.
Might not be worth it, but I only have 19 hit points, so. Yeah, I'll
you.
just. You know what? I'll let her feel guilty for a little bit.
There you go. So, sorry, what do you do?
Ow, that really hurt. And it did really hurt, but like, ow.
You're gonna just play up the
Yep.
drama of it.
Just
Nice.
a little bit.
Okay.
Gotta be in control of your mind. Sorry. All right. Well, I don't know which way we should go, and clearly you don't either. But I'm guessing the one with the runes on it is probably where we want to go.
Sure.
Can I do something? Can I try to read these runes?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can. You want to use the book beforehand? You can.
No, I don't think so, because this is intelligence. So
Okay.
I'll save it. So it's which one is it? It's about war.
Spout lore. Yep.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
See, I'm good.
Yeah. Basically, what this just says is, like transporter room beyond.
Oh, transporter room. what does that mean? Like portals and such?
Yeah, you think so? Probably.
Huh. Well, I mean, as a player, I'm like, that's probably where he's gonna spout out at, possibly. Um, but I don't know that transporter room is necessarily where we want to go.
I have a feeling it's where I'm gonna go, whether I like it or not.
No, I know that's what I was saying. Yeah. Um, I'll just tell the story. I'm like, this is where the transports are, or the transporter. It says transporter room. That's what it translates to.
Mm-hmm.
What if you want to keep going, or if you want to go down here and explore? It's up to you.
Let's check it out.
Okay. So onward.
Yeah. So you walk into it, and yeah, it's like, I mean, it's a small rectangular room with 2 doors on it, and you can read the runes, Ariel. Basically, it's 2 doors like that aren't really doors. It's just like archways that go into nothingness. One of them says like enter, or one of them says exit, and then the blue one that says enter starts glowing, and then Ingram just bursts out of it, slightly on fire. In Ingram, you have lost your sword in the transportation of this, and you've also lost Tweetums. I don't know where he went.
Not Tweetums. Not Tweetums.
Yes, you get out and you're safe, and you run right in front of Ariel and Asari. But like, you've lost things on through the journey. You don't know if they went into the ether or if they stayed behind.
I'm like, what happened to you?
How quickly do I notice that they're gone?
Probably right away.
Immediately he runs back towards the portal.
Yeah, the portal is closed behind you, so you just run into a wall.
He's gonna be like, Tweetums! Tweetums, where'd you go?
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen. He's gonna sit down. She's gonna sit down. Looks very sad.
Ariel just rolls her eyes and like, really? You're worried about the bird?
He's going to get a little angry. He's going to stand up tall, walk next to it, and say, "It's my Tweetums."
I don't care.
He's gonna glare and look around like, where am I? I was in the dock. There was a skeleton thingy, and does he still have like one of the fire beetles on him?
Probably, yeah.
Because these stupid bugs.
Sounds like you've had quite the adventure. We figured out the puzzle, and now we're here.
Well, you're welcome. I saved you. He doesn't actually know if he did, but he probably says it anyway because he's mad.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Ariel, you look at the 2 doorways here, and you can see, obviously, he came from the entrance, so your guess is a portal that comes to this room is, marked entrance, and then to leave this room, you go into the one marked exit, but you don't know how it works, so...
Right, I can't just, like, summon the portal.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sorry, buddy, but I think we had to keep going. Maybe Tweetums will appear, in another room somewhere.
You better, or I don't have my sword either.
Well, that's unfortunate.
He just kind of glares back at you for a second. It's like, I don't know. That's all I can do right now. I can't do anything really.
Yeah.
Just stick around them and punch people if it comes to it.
Do you just move on then?
I guess so. I guess let's just keep going forward.
Okay. So you go back to and then go like forward instead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. So you get to another intersection. You can either continue going forward, or you can go. Well, I guess. Yeah, basically what happens is you go down that original corridor, which is forward, and then you take a left, and then you get into an intersection where you can either go right down some stairs, or you can go forward into another room.
I mean, probably another room.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk in, and this one is. Let me double check something real quick. Now you get the stupid John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith song stuck in my head.
You're welcome.
Ugh. Let's see. This is not what I want. Not give me what I want. The room is pretty blank, honestly, except for one rune that is actually hanging in midair, glowing slightly purple, just in the center of the room.
So it's like a floating light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. It's like a floating, symbol. It's like 3D.
Okay.
It's like an Aeon almost, Carly.
I have a vague image of what that
From
is.
Elantris, yeah.
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 Well,
You feel the presence of whatever that magic was before strongly in this room.
Karen.
Yep.
You feel
If that's what we're calling her.
Yeah, of course it
that's
is.
what we're
Duh.
It's either that or Caleb.
I know.
Don't like the
really.
comparison myself.
All right, I'll call it.
When it comes to DMing, you are a Karen.
Wow.
I mean, and that's just the type
Wow.
of response a Karen would have, right there.
Well, I guess there's certain kinds of players that would be Karens too. The kind of I want to speak to the man.
I am okay, but I am not a Karen GM. That would be the
Okay.
kind of person who would vindictively kill people. I don't do that. I don't vindictively
Fair.
kill people.
Okay.
I just had to give you the look.
Yeah.
Well, I could try to spout lore or discern realities with it. If nobody else has any other ideas.
I mean, what does spout lore exactly do?
Spout lore will give me knowledge about, well,
Well, because I
tell me
have
something,
the.
tell me something interesting or useful about the subject relevant to your situation, and then discern realities. I can ask the GM 3 questions from.
Well, because I was gonna say I have the bonus I got to just talking with it.
Yeah, if you want to
Try.
talk to it, you could try.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a reason how he would do that. What? I'm trying to think of what I could accomplish.
I mean, Ariel, what do you say? Do you say anything out loud to anyone about the situation here? Because you're the one who really understands.
Right. Well, I mean,
What
I
this
told
is.
them that, there's a presence.
Yeah.
That's.
It's not Christmas.
But they also kind of mocked me with it, so
Fair.
Then I got hurt, so he believes you now. So actually, probably what I don't know exactly what this will accomplish, but essentially, Ingram's gonna be like, okay,
Mr. or Mrs. President Stingy, could you please stop hurting me? I'm pretty hurt now. I would like to stop hurting. So just try and
You're just gonna later get to talk to the air.
yeah, like he's gonna think it because it's like it can touch my brain, like she said. So maybe it can hear my brain, and
All right, so it says when you have leverage on a GM character and manipulate them, you roll to parlay. What is your leverage on?
oh, so I have to have leverage. Okay, that's what I was trying to understand. Okay,
I didn't remember how the move worked either. So
okay, I've never used it, so maybe I don't have a reason to do that. I literally just wanted to not die at this point. I don't have leverage or anything.
okay, so you say that, right? And you get it's more of an impression than an actual sentence, but you basically get the impression that it says something like. So sorry, what you said?
Please don't hurt me. I don't like being hurt, and I hurt a lot right now.
Yeah, basically you get the idea that it's like, I won't hurt you if you play by the rules.
Could I hear the rule? I don't think I was listening. Wait, did you say the rules earlier? Because I don't remember hearing them.
You don't know the rules?
No. Should I know the rules?
Everyone knows the rules. This doesn't make any sense.
I agree, and I also still don't know the rules.
Where's your bird?
I don't know. I ran through a portal, and my sword and my bird, they're gone now. I'd like them back if you know where they are.
And there seems to be it's almost like it's thinking or scanning or something. And then it says, I can't feel them. They have them somehow.
Do you know who they are? And do they have my sword too? Because I'm better at hurting things when I got my sword.
The answer to both of your questions is yes.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that. How does he convince the people he's with, hey, I just talked to the thing?
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm like, yeah, okay.
What do you know? So you probably go. So where are they? And who are they?
Beyond. They are the conquerors. And you probably know enough of what Isari and Ariel have said about the Jackal Hybersmiths to connect those two dots.
Okay. So the foxy thingies.
I wouldn't refer to them that way, but yes.
I don't know big words, so I use the small ones.
Foxy means something different than you think it means.
I don't know that word.
Then why did you use it?
Well, no, I'm saying I don't know what else it means. Essentially, it's
right.
I don't know what other
Next
words.
time, try the word fox-ish.
Okay, I'll try to remember that.
It's more accurate.
No guarantees. Wait, no promises. He won't use guarantees. Too big word of word. He's got to. Did you say he knows? Did the voice? Is the voice a girl-sounding voice or a voice?
It's literally not even a voice. It's just you just know what it's saying to you.
Okay. So these fox-ish things then. What do you know where they are? Although if you tell me where they are, I'm not sure I know because I don't know where I am.
They are beyond.
Oh, right, beyond. Beyond what? Like this door?
This place, this reality.
He just
Wait a
kind
second. And then there's a pause, and then it says, "Wait a second. No, there are two here. Now. Stop her." And then it's like a scream in your brain, and then Isari, in that right before that moment, you see that the symbol just suddenly the whole room just completely just turns into a different room to you, and you see the dwarf that like killed one of your comrades standing in the place where the symbol is, taunting you and like just saying like, "Come and get me, Isari Veora. Die like your friend did."
And do I like see that like she's acting weird?
You're like in your brain right now, like talking to this thing.
But
so
she
Isari,
said,
like,
but she said stop her, and I hear screaming. I'm like, huh? And I look around like,
right. But you look and basically whatever. I'm just asking, like, Carly, what would you be doing? Because the moment before it screamed to you, Isari sees this, and I'm just curious how she is in the middle of reacting when you notice. Yeah.
Can I make a roll to see if I can like determine reality from?
Sure. Yeah. There's a very relevant move for that called discern realities.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, you failed again.
I guess I swing my axe at it.
By the way, two XP you can mark.
Oh.
Did anyone else fail so far?
I failed a lot of things. What is specific are you?
Oh, you failed 3 times, Carly.
Oh.
What are we
That's
asked? What are we wondering if we failed?
If you failed a roll at all, you can mark an XP for yourself.
I failed a few things.
You failed 1 roll at least, yeah. Yeah, you just failed once.
I failed to defy danger.
Yep, so you can mark 1 XP.
But I also, oh no, that wasn't a fail. That was a partial fail. With the other ones.
6 or lower. So, Isari, ask one of those questions, and I'll lie to you.
It's not a very nice thing to do, Caleb.
I know.
What here is not what it appears to be.
Nothing. Everything is happening is real. Yeah, so you just attack the guy?
Yep.
So when do I see her?
Ingram, you basically you come out of your mind fog, and then you look over, and Isari is just brandishing her axe and charging at the symbol.
Okay, I'll run up and grab her and say, "Stop, tiny lady! Stop!"
Yeah, so go ahead and roll Defy Danger, Ingram, with probably Dexterity, because you have to catch her. She's quicker than you.
Wouldn't that be interfere? Because he's trying to interfere.
Well,
with
so
her hitting the
she's
symbol?
not. That's true. Yeah. So you can either do it. Basically, we could do it one or two ways. Ingram can make a roll to try to grab her, and Isari can then roll to interfere with that, or Isari can roll to attack the thing, and Ingram can then roll to interfere with that. Either of those is a viable option for me. I don't really care.
What would I be rolling for aid or interfere, I guess, is my question.
I believe it's the number of bonds you have with the character. Maybe? Let me double check.
Because my point being is my other one would be my dexterity is a +0 is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you roll plus bonds with them, so you'd be a +1.
So far that sounds like the better option. And if Alyssa's character aids with it, that's also more likely to help. Or would that no, she wouldn't. Could we both interfere, or can only one person interfere?
You'd probably roll them separately, yeah.
What do you think, Alyssa? Does that sound like it's more likely to work? You have a bit more experience with
I ain't
this game.
interfering at anything because the last time I did, I got hurt. So I'm backing off.
So yeah, let's have a sorry roll to attack the thing, and you can interfere.
Yeah, I'll roll for interference.
We'll have her roll first. So Asari, you're going to hack and slash.
Yikes.
Yep.
No, me interfering
Doesn't even
won't.
matter,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Your interfering won't matter unless Ariel also interferes.
which I'm not. So
So
Okay,
would I have to roll in? No, I couldn't even roll to interfere with dexterity, could I? Like
No, it would be
catch her.
no.
Because like the hardest I could. Okay, so
Yeah, because interfere only gives a -2. So
just say it doesn't work
you
because I can't.
try. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
the point. Yeah, you try and fail. So it's all right. You run up to this thing and attack it. You deal your damage to the enemy and avoid their attack. Right. So this thing would probably like flash out at you, but you avoid their attack unless, at your option, you may choose to do +1d6 damage, but expose yourself to the enemy's attack. What do you think Asari would do if she believes this is this dwarven guy?
Well, she wouldn't expose herself to attack.
Okay, perfect. Roll your damage.
Roll low, because I'm assuming we need this thingy.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, so you sink your axe into it. And I think you don't destroy it. It's obviously damaged. But the main problem here isn't the destruction. It's the fact that your axe suddenly glows purple, and then the symbol starts glowing purple.
Oh, great.
And then all of you feel the presence change. Sorry, you didn't even really realize there was a presence. But now you notice the absence of it, or the difference in it. Ariel and Ingram, you notice this more distinctly. The warm friendliness of it towards you, Ingram, and the kind of like competitive feeling that it gave you, Ariel, change, and now you just feel nothing but malice.
I'm gonna say like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, Isari, you suddenly realize. I mean, you see that the dwarf is not a dwarf; it's actually the symbol, and you've damaged it, and now it's glowing purple. And you feel that Ensfald no longer has these oracles in them.
Well, I yank it away.
Yeah, you yank it away. You see it just kind of like bleed this purple energy as in a trail as you leave it, and then dissipates. And then the whole place just starts to kind of like slightly vibrate. It's almost like a kind of like a this eerie whining, like this electronic kind of whine in the back of everyone's mind, and it's just increasing in volume slowly. But obviously something has gone wrong.
Yeah, don't say.
What do you do? Well, here, how about we take a quick break, and we'll come back and find out what you do. That sounds like a good idea. Sounds good. We'll be back with more Gamebound Dungeon World right after this. Stick around.